Alright, so I still have several nitpicks with this printer. And one of the things is it does work pretty good, but when I print things like this, they don't fit. These threads end up being wrong, and then you have to like sand them or do different stuff. I printed the same thing on a different printer, and it was much better. I don't know what kind of issue that is, but everything that I print on this, where the two parts have to go inside of each other, they don't fit. They're close, but they're too tight. I don't know what that is. Anyway, we're going to clear this stuff out. I got one of the enclosures. Another thing that sucks is when you get a bag of filament and you cut it open and realize that it had a Ziploc on it. I've done that a few times. I'm sure everybody probably has. And now every time I order a filament, it doesn't have a Ziploc on it anymore. It's like, damn. I just ordered another roll of some of this green stuff, and it didn't have the Ziploc on it. Anyway, let me get this cleared off, and we'll put together the enclosure. All right, let's get this thing open. It's one of these really weird new Amazon type boxes. They're kind of just like weird carton. Kind of a clever design, I guess. So it's the UPI, which is the company that made the build plate that I have. From what I understand, this one is pretty much the Creality one. But this one has a vent on it. So if you're going to print something that's toxic and nasty, you can vent it. 3D printer enclosure. Try something version new. Okay. Decent, nice package box. Kind of a canvas type of material. There's some instructions in here. We're using fiberglass rods. Quite a few of them. Really thick piece of credit card plastic. 180-day warranty card. Any issues, please contact support at this company. I have seen lots of reviews by people saying, yes, great company. In fact, better to deal with than Creality is what I've heard. So, get this out of here. We got instructions. The packing list will tell us what we're supposed to have. We have 8 and 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's all there. I don't know how many pieces are here. There's number ones. They have the things listed here. Let me show you. So they have a dimension that shows you kind of how to build it. That's the instructions that you get. So here we go. Okay, so that was kind of beyond ridiculous. I read the comments and I thought, these people, they just don't know what they're doing. But that was beyond ridiculous. So there's a casting problem in these plastic joiners, and if they would just make their package a little bit larger and just use dimensional pieces, no plastic in between, this thing would probably go together perfectly fine because the corner pieces don't seem to have any issues. It's these little black things here, and you'd be seeing when I did the hyperlapse, I was trying to kind of show you guys that they're not all the same length, and you got to get them really close, and so I ended up having to put lots of pressure on them after the fact. And a lot of people I read on different postings, not necessarily for this particular one, but just different ones, they ripped them while they were, trying to stretch it over there. I suppose there's probably another way to do this where maybe they, you maybe could have like these not hooked up and assemble it, after the fact. And also, once you squish these in there, you are not pulling them back out either. I tried a couple of techniques. So as far as like taking this apart and then like basically when you decide you need to take this apart, you're probably just going to break it, and at that point then you just throw it away. But I'm sure you could 3D print any of these parts, so I guess that's not a big deal. And you could make sure that you got it right. But I wouldn't really recommend this to anybody, I don't think. But at the same time, I think they're all the same. So this one's got a hole right here for the filament, and it's got pockets on the side here, and then also they have this for your cord to go through here, and then over here we have our vent flap where you can hook a vent, and they have an optional kit, this company does. So you could buy this one from them, the kit. It'll come with like a little vent pipe and a USB powered electric fan. Also, I got fiberglass in my fingers. They all looked pretty good, but I still ended up getting a piece or two. So for my next trick, it's going to be putting the printer in it. So hopefully it fits. All right, let's see if we can get this thing in there. And if I have to, I'll just take the spool off the top. Looks like actually you could fit a much bigger printer in here, I think. So we're gonna need to. I'm afraid I'm gonna break this if I take it off. God, it's that damn fiberglass. So I think the easiest way to put it in here, turn it sideways. Oh, and also, you can just unzip the top, but you still have that bar in the way. So, I will not use this. It really shakes so bad. For now, though, I gotta take this off of here. So I had to play with this quite a bit to get these threads to work, because when you print stuff like this on the ender, I don't know, they don't fit. I don't know what the deal is. For now, I'm going to take this and roll it back up. It's like Prusa orange something. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something here, but I'm like, why do people buy these Prusa printers? And then they talk bad about those Solvol printers. So, because what I could tell is that none of the Prusas are even really all that fast. Like 150, 200 millimeters a second. But they cost kilobucks. And so I don't understand that at all. This cord actually doesn't want to fit through the hole. So what I might actually do is put it through the vent hole in the back. But you definitely could fit a bigger printer in here. That's not going to be a problem. Nate. This is really funny. So, this is the stupidest crap I've ever seen. You guys have got to see this. So you can't put this cord through there. There's no way you're going to put this cord through there. And I don't think, yeah, that's not going to fit either. Watch. So if you push this through here, you'll most likely damage it. God, that is retarded. Well, what the hell is the point of this thing? Like, I gotta zip it up and run it through the front? Alright, so I did make it go through, but it made it like I was worried I was gonna rip it, so it's definitely not great. So there's plenty of room in here. If you look, I've got the bed all the way to the back. Come on. So you got about that much room. About that much room. And bed all the way forward. It's a little kind of close right here. So you probably want to move it a little bit, and then the hole is right here. So let me move this. All right, so we got that right there. Pull the cover down. So we're going to be looking at. You'll probably want to put a light in here. Probably LED strip, something like that. They do sell some with lights in them, but I think it's pretty gimmicky. I think I would just buy my own light, because one of the ones that was like, oh, it was really cool, but the light has too short of a cord to do anything with it. So, anyway, we've got it plugged in. So I'm not sure how big of a printer you could fit in here, but definitely bigger. I almost think you probably could fit one of the big printers in here. I think you just have to take the spool holder off of it, probably. Like, I think that this would fit in there, honestly. But where it might not fit is, so we're all the way to here. Okay. Then we'll go all the way to the back. Turn this thing on. I don't like using the motors on these. They generate electricity when you move them, and you can burn out the board. Well, the other one I have, actually, the BL Touch sensor lights up if you move it when it's powered off. There's power to do that. So, we'll try this out here in a little bit. But anyway. Shouldn't like to go around the corner. It's a little bit snug right here, maybe. So, Another thing you might want to get if you're going to print certain things is a temperature gauge inside of here. You can get this thing up to whatever temperature that you want. And boy, I don't know if I trust this plastic. It looks really shit. It's a single stitch, so you definitely want to be careful with this while you're trying to pull this thing. Like, yeah, it's pretty tight. They didn't leave much room for error. That's why people have ripped a bunch of them. Anyway, there we go. So we have a gigantic printed enclosure for a small printer.